was just asking, all right, first of all, make no mistake, I feel like we were a little bit quiet yesterday, but I feel like that was for good reason. It was a pretty emotional experience. I just was asking Jason what his favorite moment was from yesterday. And he said, walking into the cathedral. Now, I don't know if he meant when we went to go
like walking
bus.
Into the
Let's
square.
go to this side. Bus.
Walking into the square.
Walking into the square. Okay, so pilgrims. Walking into the square. For me, he didn't ask me what my most memorable moment was.
Hey babe, what
from
was your
yesterday.
What was your
I'll
most
ask.
memorable moment yesterday?
Oh boy, another car. So for me, it was, we were probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilometers from Santiago, and Jason stopped dead in his tracks, and he just turned to me and he hugged me and he said, "Thank you so much for doing this with me." It was sweet. So, for me, that's what it was. Anyhow, yesterday was really incredible. I feel like I have a couple of things that I want to say. I was anticipating having a terrible experience at the pilgrim office.
Because of warnings we had been given.
Yes.
By past pilgrims.
Yes, and I'm not upset about it. I was prepared for the worst. Listen, I had the nicest woman that gave me my Compostela. Yeah. She was chatting with me. She was so proud of me. She asked me, "Where do you live?" I told her, "Georgia." "Where in Georgia do you live?" "Near Atlanta." She said to me, she's like, "Okay, when you get home, I want you to pull out a map of the United States and draw a circle, like a 500-mile circumference circle around Atlanta, and just look at that so you can get like a perspective in your mind about how far you've just walked," which I thought was really cool. She was so kind. She was lovely. So that was a really good experience. We had a multitude of things to get done yesterday after we arrived in Santiago, such as picking up the package that we sent forward with a bunch of stuff. If you recall, I think that was in Logroño via the post, So we had to pick up that box, and I was so worried about what that was gonna, not worried, but just like kind of, oh gosh, what kind of hassle is this gonna be? Did the package even really make it?
We've been to the United States Post Office, so that's what we were expecting.
Let me just tell ya, they got their together here as far as the post goes. Slick. Picked up our package. Then we had to go, we sent our bag that we had put Jason's backpack and most of the stuff that was packed inside of our backpacks when we flew over to Madrid and then on to Pamplona. So we had a bag that we sent forward from St. John Peter Port to Santiago. We had to go to a hostel to pick that up, which I contacted them. We didn't have to pick it up. I misspoke. We had to go there because we had things we want to take out of our packs for continuing on to Finisterre. We just didn't need to carry everything with us. So things that we don't need anymore. So we wanted to add to that bag. So I contacted the hostel ahead of time. They emailed me back, said, "Yes, of course, no problem. You can add things to your bag. We're here from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. Perfect. So we, picked up our box from the post office, got everything out of our bags that we wanted to put in the one bag. so we wouldn't have to haul it with us to finish there. Got all that stuff together, walked to the hostel. Super smooth process. It just was amazing. Everything worked out so splendidly yesterday.
It's like someone was looking out for us.
Thank you, Jesus. So now here we are. It's a stunning day.
A little solitude.
Stunning. Yeah, a little bit of solitude.
We've seen 3 pilgrims.
I'm
not counting that tour.
You're
group.
right, yep. I mean, it's just lovely. It's so beautiful. Also, let me say this one more thing, and then it'll be done because it's getting kind of long. Yesterday afternoon, we had all day in Santiago yesterday, and Jason was so sweet to me. I was just enjoying window shopping, looking around. You know, I mean, I can't buy anything.
You shouldn't buy anything.
Right. So I got I picked up 1 or 2 things for gifts. And then, so Jason said, I said, are you just so annoyed with me wanting to like shop through these stores? He's like, no, babe. He's like, it's been 30 days and you haven't been shopping at all. And I was like, you're right. I haven't. So, you know, that's like my hobby is to go shopping, and I love to shop. I don't need to buy, I just like to shop. We did stop off at Sephora, and this is just making my whole day. It's gonna make my whole next 4 days. I bought one thing for myself yesterday, which was this little travel spray perfume thing. My little roller one that I brought with is almost gone, so I got myself a little treat, and now I smell nice. And what made me remember to tell you that is Jason came in to the store with me and sprayed a little cologne on himself last night. And I can still smell it on his shirt this morning.
We'll see if it lasts 4 days.
It smells so good. It ain't lasting 4 days, but okay, that's all. Ciao. Buen camino.
So we just left Santiago. I mean, I suppose we could officially be in Santiago, but we left the city, walked through the woods, and now we're out in the, looks like a neighborhood. Some interesting stats I'll share with you. I'm kind of a numbers guy. So for the 30 days that we walked from St. John to Santiago, we did 501.8 miles. Now those are trail miles, so just from accommodation to accommodation. Our total steps, which includes choring in town and whatever, so, you know, awake to asleep, was 1,250,080. Pretty fascinating. We averaged 16.7 miles per day. I think the sweet spot is about 15 miles a day. So if I were to plan the Camino again, I would probably go into my route planning app, which for our segment stages, I used Buen Camino. The free version doesn't allow you to plan your stages, but if you donate to them, and it was any amount you wanted, I think I did $10. You can set up custom stages, which is what I did. I would shoot for about 15 miles per stage. And then, if you got to add a couple miles to get to the accommodations you want or take a couple off, you're kind of right in that sweet spot. So it looks like a beautiful day. We got a short day. I forget the name of the city we're going to. It's like Negreira, something like that. It's like 13 miles. So should be a nice day. So a little observation about continuing on to Finisterre or Marphologiya. We're 5 miles in.
From Santiago.
From Santiago. And there have been 0 places to stop.
Well, no, I think actually that big hill we just came down,
Yeah?
it said that there was a place in 20 meters.
Okay.
I didn't turn and look.
Okay. I didn't see anything that was open. And it's 10 a.m. So make sure you plan your snacks and water accordingly.
We have so many snacks, it's no problem. And we had a great breakfast this morning, so.
Again, we're only 5 miles in. I'm sure it'll change. I hope it changes.
And we're not going to die in the next 7 miles. So.
No, but just a heads up. Seems like there's far less places to stop 5 miles in. Hey babe. Now I'm gonna put this on the YouTubes.
Okay, so.
And I don't know how to work the bleep function.
Okay,
so
I won't say any cuss words.
So the app that I'm using, Wise Pilgrim, I'm using 3 apps, but the Wise Pilgrim app says that we've already done some pretty strenuous climbs today.
Lies! Do you guys remember when we used to talk about the map of deceit?
Yeah.
At the very beginning, the map of deceit where the mileage would be so far off. Okay. We just stopped for a coffee. Like, I don't know, maybe...
half hour ago.
And Jason said, oh, my app says that we have done some pretty rough climbing already. And I'm like, well, we've done some climbing, but it hasn't been terrible. But it also made it sound like we've done the worst of the climbing.
Oh my gosh.
this looks like nothing compared to what we just came from. And I am sweating like a pig on a pig roast. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. What do you think of the beauty of the forest? I think this has been pretty beautiful so far today.
It has been spectacularly beautiful. Like, I don't even want to say this. Jason's talking about how beautiful the forest has been today, and it really has been. And I don't even want to say this, but I'm so glad that I didn't miss this.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. The walking today has been, it's hot. It feels like,
I see the sweat rolling down the right side of your face.
I know. It's like I feel like I'm in the rainforest. It's really humid, but it's been really beautiful. And I'm just listening to a podcast today, which is kind of entertaining. And Jason has been like super far ahead of me because he likes to run up the hills.
Yeah. Buen camino.